Hello, sixth graders. So today's lesson, if you read the lesson plans, that we are going to add sedimentary rocks to our notes, and then we're going to complete the review sheet. The first thing I wanted to show you is I'm going to tilt the camera just a little so that you can see our sedimentary jar is still hard at work settling so that we can see the layers. Obviously, sedimentary rocks take millions of years to form, but I can't wait to be able to show it to you when this water is not murky and it's totally clear. Okay, so if you'd like to copy notes 3.4, which then after you copy them, you would place them in your science folder on the keep side there. That's what we're going to do, because here's mine from igneous rocks. So the sedimentary rocks, you would want to keep it in there so that you could study those. If you don't want to just copy these, I also assigned, or I'm going to attach my Google Slides, which will have a few pictures of these. Maybe you could see some differences. But remember, page 3.4 is on sedimentary rock. So what is sediment? It's just small pieces of material, and I have a collection here of the small pieces of material. If you go on into the soil, scientists or geologists actually, depending on the size of the sediment, it has a name. Silt is a size, not a thing. Clay is a size of the sediment. And it kind of tells you, I think it goes up to gravel, and we talked about that in yesterday's video. The process for making a sedimentary rock, remember we compared it in class, if you were here, to making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that you maybe you break it down, you take the peanut butter and the jelly out of their respective places and the bread, and then you erode meaning move, you walk it over to the counter, you set it down, you compact it by layering it, and then maybe some of us give it a little push, cement it. There are basically just three types of sedimentary rock: clastic, chemical, and organic. Now, I didn't write it on here, but it is on the Google Slides. So if you're not, a way to remember these, like organic is like something that dies because it's coming from living things, and here are two samples, limestone and coal. A chemical is when things dissolve, and clastic is when things are squeezed together. Okay, so those are the only notes, 12, 13, and 14. You can look at the Google Slides. Also, they have a little bit better of a picture. And then what I'd like you to do today after you copy these is I want you to do the review paper for sedimentary rocks. Please make sure you put your name on it. Maybe you could put today's date and your class. I really only need the period now. I don't really need the cohort because you're all in my grade book by periods. This is not one of the ones where you're going to write true and false, and if it's false, you change the word. You actually have to fill in the blank to complete each statement. Now, you're going to find most of the answers, obviously, or all of them, on these pages 108 to 113, which is in your book. I encourage you to use those. These four multiple choice, same thing on those pages, and just look up. If you're not absolutely positively sure what word goes in there, look it up. It's probably the material that we highlighted. Take a picture of it, scan it, somehow email it to me, and I'll get those in the grade book as soon as I get most of them. So sometimes it takes me a few days because if I only have 4 or 5 people, but hopefully by Friday you'll be able to get all the stuff to me by Friday. So thank you and have a great Wednesday, sixth graders.